Hello, today I would like to show you how to write flowchart for IELTS Task 1 writing. So, flowchart is given right here, and we need to write how plastics are recycled. So, let's get started. The diagram delineates. So, delineates means shows or describes a process. Delineates how plastic bottles are recycled and looking. So we need to write overall, so I'm writing the overall part now. Looking from an overall or perspective, we can just write overall, but I use a bit longer sentence for now, but it means the same. Looking from an overall perspective, it is readily apparent that this circular the reason I'm writing circular, this process keeps continuing, so I try to use this word as circular process is comprised. So I'm trying to use various vocabularies, so you can find. I'll write down all the vocabularies below, so you can get to what these words mean. And yeah, I'm trying to enrich this and trying to improve vocabularies as well while writing. So okay, comprised of three main stages, including initial collection, where the process starts from collection, right? So collection and sorting followed by processing and cleaning. And finally, so in British English we use a common before and, but in American you don't need to. So and finally, reconstitution into reconstitution means to create or reconstruct, that the item is reconstructed or reconstitution into a novel material for further usage. Let's write down from here usage. So that's our first part, and this is overall. You can see that our intro. Right, just write down intro. So we will count the words later. So let's start with the process. As you can see, process starts with collecting. So let's write recycling commences. Recycling commences when an individual places Well, by individual, I mean a person. So, as I mentioned before, I'll write down all the new words so you can learn later on. So, places, they are rubbish. What I want your attention here is like when I use an individual, I didn't say his or her. It just seems a bit boring for English people. They'd rather use that there instead of his or her rubbish. So try to avoid his or her. Instead, just use there, like for for avoiding boring his or her. All right. So they're rubbish in a designated 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 recycling bin. Recycling bin prior to being loaded into specialized garbage trucks. Let's say trucks. We don't have to use them. And or okay. After transportation to the recycling center. Here we can see the recycling center. Recycling center. You can use American or British English, doesn't matter as long as you stick with one. So, the plastic bottles are sorted by hand, since we can see it from the picture, by hand, and the comma compressed tightly to form blocks and then crushed into small pieces and washed. Let's say washed. The next stage involves, so let's write down from bottom so that we can separate the process clearly. The next stage involve transformation into a reusable material. The pieces of plastic are first poured into a machine that turns them, right? So to say them into pellets. These pellets are then heated heated in order to create a raw material that can be used in the manufacture of products ranging from, as we can see, clothes and bottles, ranging from clothes and bottles to containers and pencils. These items are themselves recyclable, which means they can be recyclable, and the process begins again. So here we go. We finished our task 1. So as you can see, we wrote body here. We clearly described the process, and we ended with the process repeats itself. So we need to count the words. So I just counted all, and I may have made a mistake while counting. However, the word seemed to be around 158. So the word number of words required is 150. So we already accomplished that requirement. So as you can see, it's not that hard. So just all you have to do is follow the process and describe them with a clear academic English, and you can have a flowchart 1. And you can, if you keep practicing, you can reach a level where you can write it within 15 minutes or less. Yeah, and I will provide all the important vocabularies below, so you can write here, for example, and recyclable kind of words, and not manufacturer, or for example, raw material, what these words mean, and you can find it and you can download from the link below. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe and follow. Thank you.